Hey everyone, welcome to another match of Izzet Typhoon Delver. Today we are playing 8-Rack Rats. So it's a version of 8-Rack, it seems, where they're taking a bit of more of an aggro stance with rats, so that's going to be interesting. Opening hand was pretty good, and here I'm making this decision whether I want to stop this Inquisition of Kozilek or not. I did want to stop it because they were almost certainly taking Manamorphose, and I kept this hand because of the Manamorphose play with Storming Entity on turn 2. It doesn't feel good, essentially 2-for-1ing myself, but it is what it is. So let's see what turn 2 comes. So Thoughtseize comes down turn 2 anyway, and if our opponent is smart, they're going to take Manamorphose. So that's going to be a pain. Yep. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid with Inquisition. So we draw Archmage's Charm. It's not going to be doing anything for us this turn. We're going to sleight of hand for sure. And I take that land. So I already have a feeling that we're playing against the discard deck, and Wrench Mind almost certainly solidifies that fact. So we definitely have to get rid of Stormwing here and Archmage's Charm, just no choice. Because we need a threat. We need to put some sort of pressure on our opponent, and yeah. Fortunately, Stormwing Entity is not coming down anytime soon. Sprite Dragon, though. Alright. So, Ravenous Rats. That's interesting. So there's the first rat we're going to see here, forcing us to discard. So I don't know if I like this version of 8-Rack better. They're a bit more aggressive. We draw Spirebluff Canal, which is essentially not what we wanted to draw. We're going to attack in for 1, and yeah, that's the turn. We're going to, fake it and pretend that we have something in our hand that we can play, but realistically here, it's probably going to get discarded. Yep, there we go. There goes our Spirebluff Canal. So we really just need a spell here to help us out. Serum Visions is actually an excellent spell, because we're going to draw a card, scry 2. Oh yeah, there we go, get rid of 2 lands. Sleight of Hand also was a good draw off the Serum Visions. We see Archmage's Charm, probably, yeah, it doesn't make sense to take the land. I mean, at this point, Archmage's Charm is probably going to get discarded anyway, realistically, but let's see. Good benefit here, well, yeah, there we go. There goes Archmage's Charm. The benefit here being, is that, all of our attackers are flyers, which I love. So no matter how many creatures our opponent puts onto the battlefield, they're pretty much all going to be ground attackers. We are flyers, and yeah, we're pretty much going to have no opposition. Which is the case for most of Modern, by the way. Okay, so a second Sprite Dragon is good. This means that, if we draw a Lightning Bolt next turn, we could essentially kill our opponent. Or even if we draw a Serum Visions, we might be able to kill our opponent. Because, we could draw into another spell and win the game. So we're feeling pretty good here. Even if another Pack Rat comes onto the battlefield, the Rack. Alright, the Rack is going to suck because we're going to get bolted, essentially, during our next turn. Okay, so we get a second Pack Rat, or a copy of Pack Rat, onto the battlefield. That's alright. We're actually still in a good position, depending on what we draw here. If we draw land, it's game over. If we draw any spell that's not a permission spell, I think we're in good. Oh, this is perfect. So Serum Visions is a perfect draw. Double trigger, Sprite Dragons. Yep, and that's the win. Manamorphose. There we go. Game. We got lethal with 3 life left. All right, perfect. So game 2. What do we bring in here? So I have at times brought in Grafdigger's Cage against 8-Rack because of Raven's Crime, I believe. I believe that's the name of the card. Raven something. But I always feel bad about bringing in 3 cards or 2 cards to hate on one specific card. It's not even a kind of the center of the deck, right? It's just another discard spell. You know, as powerful as it may be, having our opponent, you know, discard a land to recast it, I find like it's not necessary. Force of Negation is almost definitely bad to have here in 4-ofs, so it makes sense to get rid of it. This opening hand is actually pretty strong. Yeah, there we go, Raven's Crime. So there we go. That's actually the card I was just talking about, and that's what they open up with. So that's going to be a bit of a pain down the road. But we still have a very powerful turn 1 play, which is Delver of Secrets. As Delver of Brews, I always enjoy playing a Delver of Secrets on this channel. So Wrenchmind comes down. We're going to have to get rid of 2 cards here. At this point, probably Mana Leak and, yeah, Archmage's Charm. Just permission goes away. Delver does not flip, unfortunately. But we are going to get a turn 2 Storming Entity. So a 3/3 Prowess Flyer that scries 2. Turn 2. I say yes to that. Oh, Lightning Bolt is a beauty. If we draw a land next turn, we could actually get our second Storming onto the battlefield. So I am happy about that. But first, let's see what we're actually going to draw. So we're going to scry 2 here. Land Serum Visions. Yes, please. I'll take Serum Visions first and land second. That's actually perfect. So next turn, in theory, if our hand stays intact, we can cast Serum Visions, draw the Spire Bluff, and then play the Spire Bluff, cast our Stormwing. So that's pretty good. We're going to attack in for a measly 1, and let's see what our opponent does here. Pack Rat. That I am okay with Pack Rat. Oh, and a land. And 8-Rack. Alright. I can live with this. So we're going to get pinged for 1. And now we're going to get a Flip Delver. And the magic begins. So we're going to Serum Visions here. Storming Entity triggers with its prowess. 2 lands. Bye-bye. We got our Spire Bluff Canal. Play our second Storming Entity. No, we don't want any of the... I think I actually keep Storming Entity on top. That makes sense. Have a bit of redundancy. Though that's predicated on Lightning Bolt staying in my hand. And that's not always very smart of a smart move when you're playing against a discard deck. And I think you're going to see what I mean here. Yep, Raven's Crime. So there goes Lightning Bolt. So we're about to draw a dud. But I can't complain. We have 9 power in the air, so had lethal next turn. Here our opponent is saying, hey, we really like your deck. Can I have a list? And yeah, I would love to. This is a dream come true. There we go. Give them a link. Hope they enjoy it. So we're going to get bolted here with the rack. Ow. We're going to draw that useless Storming Entity, and hey, we're just going to attack all in. So we got nothing here. Nothing to lose. We are out of kill zone, out of the kill range for now, so not really worried. I gave them the list, so they know exactly what we're playing now. But I mean, at this point, I'm pretty confident in our win. GG, and now we see the power of flyers. So that was 8-Rack Rats. At least that's what I'm calling it. Definitely a brew for sure, but an interesting one. Trying to put pressure on the battlefield where usually 8-Rack doesn't. And yeah, I think we saw the power of flyers in the air here. And I mean, this is what I love about the Izzet version of playing Shark Typhoon. At least the two decks I'm playing the past 2 weeks, is that, man, having everything in the air is just awesome. It feels so great. You don't have to deal with any blockers for the most part, and you just plow through, and you know, a couple of turns and you already have your opponent in kill range, and a lightning bolt or something is gonna finish the job. So hope you enjoyed that match. I definitely enjoyed playing it and commentating on it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Twitter. All that stuff really helps me out a lot. Thank you to my patrons as well. You guys are definitely helping me out in any way that you can. Thanks, and have a good one.